Hello, I study the far right, and I've been giving a lot of thought to the types of people who are going to become increasingly important in our current moment as the fascist regime solidifies its power. The first group is bureaucrats. Perhaps counterintuitively, bureaucrats can do a lot to slow down the goals of a fascist regime. We can see this in historical analysis. I don't remember the scholar who did it, but there was a guy who studied Vichy France, and he said in comparison to like Eastern countries at the time, there was way more bureaucracy in France, and it was because of those bureaucrats, whether intentionally or not, they had forms to fill out and they had to check with their superiors that the proper boxes had been checked. And because of that, they were able to take the goals of the Nazis, wrap them in red tape, and sink them. This can be done. Another group that's going to be really important are tech people. We need to know how to deal with the technological nightmare landscape that we're currently in. We need to know how to communicate safely with one another. We need to know how to dodge surveillance in our cities. We need to know how to defeat drones and keep ourselves safe. Tech people are going to be the ones to help us with this. The next group is fairly straightforward. Veterans. You're going to become very important very soon. You have a very specialized skill set. You know information about tactics, about how the military thinks. I'm sorry, our society basically throws you away after you come back. It's not okay. And I'm sorry that has happened, and now that you're losing your health care. But please remember your vow to the Constitution. We need you. Another group that's going to be incredibly important are spiritual leaders, pastors, priests. We need your voices loudly and clearly speaking out against Christian nationalism. The left has ceded the moral ground to the right as though they are somehow the arbiters of right and wrong, and they care about family values and all this shit. And that is so false, and it's going to become increasingly obviously a lie. And we need a moral alternative to guide people to express what we want as a nation, as our values to be, because we are going to see horrific shit now, and it's going to get worse and worse. And so we need people who are standing up against this and saying, no, this is not moral. How dare you? Lastly, the group I think is going to be the most important, perhaps, are the artists. You are so devalued in society except for entertainment purposes, but you are the dreamers. You are the ones who bring a new future to birth. And we need you more than ever to dream a positive dream for us, because we don't get to have a future that we want without a positive dream of it. Don't ask me to do this. I'm just a harbinger. I'm just here to inform you of the worst information that you don't want to know, but you need to know. This is not my role. I'm a teacher, but artists, you're going to be so important, and I hope that you bring your brilliance to the task. Have I missed any groups that are going to be particularly important? Let me know in the comment section.